Let me say this. I'm not into the, they do the death penalty where they go, the Klansman picked out one of the black teenagers, even though the streetlight was out that night and there's no DNA evidence, and the judge gave him the death penalty anyway, or life in prison, and makes him blah, blah, blah. I ain't into death penalty for that guy. I'm into the death penalty for the mass murders, the ones who, the guys, what's his name? He has a list, it's a rap sheet as long as your arm. He breaks in to a slumber party. He takes Polly Klaus. He drags her out to the woods. He rapes her. He kills her. And then they catch him and his fucking DNA's all over the place. I want that guy put to death. Mm-hmm. I want the guy the Norwegian guy or whoever the guy was who shot up like 73 people, or Tim McVeigh. I'm not looking for your inner city kid robs the 7-Eleven, gun goes off.
Right.
I don't understand why we have to have this thing that's like, well, it's either this way for everybody or it's that way for nobody. No, if a guy, there's certain trials where you're sitting around and you're going, was he innocent or was he guilty? And there's a lot of trials where it's like, and if you watch those 2020s or those 48 hours, you're like, it's a...
Or Law and Order.
There weren't any witnesses and there's no material evidence, but yet there's still blah, blah, blah. I'm not into it for that. I'm into it for we got a body count, number one. Like, there's more than one person.
If you were to quantify it, what would you put it at?
The number?
Yeah.
Oh, I just need to hear the case. Like, first off, you snatch somebody up. Like, you pull a kid off the street, you take them out of their room at night, at knife point, drag them out to the woods, rape them, and kill them. I fucking want to put you down. You kill for no reason. You kill, like I said, when you're robbing, you're trying to get money, the gun goes off, life in prison, fine. But again, when you're just trying to get a body count going, when you're just going, it doesn't matter if it's one, and it doesn't matter if it's 165, the Tim McVeigh style or whatever number he got to, or the Virginia Tech or Georgia, Virginia Tech. Kill those guys. So either we have a number or we have we snatched somebody who was walking home from school or broke into their house, grabbed them, pulled them out and killed them, that kind of thing. I'll know it when I hear it. It's pretty easy.
You're going to be very busy.
I don't want it to be, look, if you kill somebody in the course of committing another crime, like basically I'm running away from the cops and I run over somebody when I'm running away from the cops, I don't need you killed. And even if you're robbing a bank and shoot somebody, I don't need you killed. I'm fine with that. But when you go out to kill, then I need you killed. I need all the Mansons. I need the Manson family killed. Mm-hmm. They just went out and killed. If you're just the LaBiancas and you're just fucking sitting around your house in Baldwin Park and all of a sudden some guy's just fucking repeatedly on top of your wife just stabbing her, yeah, you need to be killed. You absolutely need to be killed. We don't need you for anything. And, that whole thing of, what kind of message does it send? First off, who gives a fuck? Message is you kill someone, we kill you. That's the message. You don't fucking like it, move to fucking Mexico.
Or
to Utopia over there. Or Connecticut.
Or possibly California, because there's a measure to abolish California's death penalty.
Oh, like we have one anyway.
Well, that's the thing. We haven't used it since 2006.
We don't kill anybody. What?
Well, they want to take... There's a measure on the ballot, too.
Why is Tex Watson having kids from prison? He has 4 fucking kids from inside the joint. Really? That's what we want? That's okay. He's fucking.
It's very romantic in there.
What?
You can't fault a man for falling prey to
we do not. I mean, if you are if you are the living family members of Abigail Folger, I guess it was, and a few other. By the way, she was the fucking Folger heiress.
The Manson people?
Yeah.
The Tates and
Tate's LaBianca. Yeah, well, but there's more than Sharon Tate in that house.
Yeah, they killed like 3 people, right?
They killed like 4 or 5 in that house. One of them was the Folger heiress from Folger's Coffee. Saying if you have to look at it this way. If your kids are like, 25, 26, and they're just fucking having the greatest time in their life, and they're up at some house, and they're having some drinks, and having time, and then someone just tells you, what happened? A bunch of fucking hippies just jumped the fence and just stabbed the shit. Your daughter was stabbed 87 times. 5 in the face. Would you just fucking kill him? Just kill him. You're so evolved? Okay, good. They're going to learn. They're going to learn 3 languages and get a law degree from inside the joint, and eat the pussy of their roommate 5,000 times. Is that what you want? Oh. By the way, yeah. You know, Tex Watson. Yeah, he just had his 4th kid. How you feeling about that, Mrs. Tate, Mrs. Folger, LaBianca, whoever? Really? Having kids? Jesus Christ, just fucking kill him and move on. Look, Tim McVeigh's gone. He's gone. Do we care? Do you have anything else to offer? Are we missing something?
I would like to hear what he had to say.
He blew up, 160 people. He got a quick trial. There's never any question who it was. And a year and a half later, he's dead. And now it's been, 8 years, 10 years. We don't miss him. He's not writing any books, no manifestos, not coming out in a line of T-shirts, not covering any Beach Boy songs. He's just dead. And we've all moved on.
If the measure passes, $100 million in purported savings from abolishing the death penalty would be used over 3 years to
what
investigate.
Savings? And this is
well,
such
because of all
yeah.
the appeals.
All right, fucking fix the system then. It's not savings. Putting someone in the joint for 30, 40 grand a year times 60 years. What are the fucking... Look, you have the entire Manson family. They're all still alive, except for one. I think one of them died. There's 3...
all right.
I don't know, Squeaky Fromm died or one of them died. But anyway, Tex is going strong. Tex has a lot of kids. Charlie's going strong. We have fucking parole. Charlie just came up for parole. He has the other. There's literally 5 or 6 Manson people. They've been in the joint for 40 years. They're in California. They're in maximum security. It's got to cost 50, 60, 70 grand a year to keep them each. So each one at, let's just say 50 grand a year times 6. Well, there's 300 grand a year times 40 years. That fucking adds up. Or we could kill them and get the fuck on with our lives. Jesus Christ, doesn't have to cost anything. I'll just fucking flip a switch. Costs about as much to fucking cook a potato in the microwave as it would to fucking zap those idiots. Fucking fry them. Move on. Moving on.
Podcasts are for yelling.
$300,000 a year for 40 years. Was that $12 million?
Is it really 300,000 though? For how many people?
Well, it's 6. All right. First off, California has the prison guards have a
you're talking about
monopoly.
associated costs, like paying for the guards and paying for the...
Well, there's a number for housing a prisoner.
Right.
There's obviously there's
Keep the
food,
electricity
and
on.
then there's electricity, and then there's how much it costs to
I
whatever.
bet it's actually more than that. If they were to break it down, they'd say it's more than that.
If you go to if you go to Louisiana, it's probably 30 grand a year. But because California has a bunch of unions and they're all awesome, it costs 60 grand a year because we have prison guard unions, and they essentially they should be charged for rape. So they rape the citizens, meaning us, the taxpayers. Everybody in California has to pay twice as much as they pay in Texas and everywhere else for everything, because that's the way we do it here. We just pass it along to the guys that are paying the fucking bills. So in California, and somebody can look this up, it's probably 50, and it varies, and it depends. But maximum security. I mean, if you're on death row or you're in maximum, and these guys are maximum, what Charles Manson doesn't get to go play handball with the gangbangers.
He's got an extensive rider.
As good as he is.
What if he did? What pick do you think he would
It'd be awesome because he'd just be killed immediately. But Charles Manson then gets the Hannibal Lecter suite, and it costs us, for Manson, probably a good 100 or double what it would cost the average. But if you take all the Manson families, and you take the fact that they're in California, and you take the fact that California is twice as much as the rest of the nation, and you go, conservatively 60 grand each, and there's 5 of them left, or 6 of them. Well, 6 times 6, 36, $360,000 a year, and then you do that times 40 years.
It's a lot of dough.
Well, do you want to build some schools? You want to build some bridges? Or do you want to keep fucking homicidal maniac animals alive eating shit on a shingle and siring kids?